everybody. So today we're going to talk about how to keep that spark going after you've been in a relationship in a while. So we've been dating for almost 6 years this year.
Yeah.
And we have a couple tips on how to just keep things going and keep that little spark going. And yeah.
This is so important nowadays because people just like the spark it's a real thing. People like they'll start dating, especially when they're young in their 20s, and they're just like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. And then it's just like you're at this high, this peak, and then boom, it just crashes.
Yeah. I feel like kind of around year 1.5, 2, it can happen.
Yeah.
Specifically. So for us, we do a couple things that just keep us going.
Keep us going, you guys. This is just completely unscripted. Like, we're here to help you. And the reason this channel is here and we started this channel is because we understand that there's so many people, friends of ours.
Yeah.
You're our friend. You might be struggling with relationships and how to keep the spark going. And it's okay because they don't teach you this. This isn't taught. Your parents maybe don't even know this.
Well, dating is so different than it was back then.
Oh my gosh, yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, it's a lot different, and, you know, with social media, phones, things are different, so.
And you know that.
Yeah.
You guys know that. It's so different, and not in a good way, per se.
No, not in a good way.
So, start us off, Amy. What are some of the things that keeps our, spark, so to speak,
yeah,
alive?
I feel like this is a pretty obvious one, but just kind of that's to keep the spark alive is just surprises. For me, like, I'll bake for him. Like, he loves some banana bread and some cookies, and he'll give, surprises like little gestures, like flowers and other things, just to keep that, or just like little things like, hey, I know you were talking about this on Amazon, and he just orders it. Things like that, just like, oh, like I really feel seen, I really feel appreciated right now. And same for him, like, oh, like if I see something in the store for him. Or even if it's like, hey, I'm at the store, because we don't live together, but hey, I'm at the store, do you need anything? Or hey, I thought of you when I get this, I know you mentioned that earlier. So things like that.
She mentioned it right now. Think of the other person.
Yeah.
All the time, okay? In situations where you're not together, in situations where you think this might make them happy, guys, this is the way to do it, right? This is the way to keep the spark alive, is thinking of your partner outside of just when you're together.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So like in our 6 years, like when we, from the time that we've been dating, I've made this mistake. I didn't always know this, right? What she just said. I wasn't always this way towards the beginning, and then it's like, wait a second, why are things kind of dull? Why are things not really as exciting? And it's like, wait, I'm just being selfish right now. I need to start thinking about you, thinking about what you might want, and just the little gestures, because those things are habit forming. You're forming a habit, you guys. And like, if you think of a relationship and you think about dating and you think about your future with that person, you really want to make sure that you're just building those good habits, like right off the bat, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And those things carry far too. Those little tiny gestures, they carry far.
You guys, we know it's hard.
Yeah,
we know it's hard nowadays because we are literally, society's like making us conform into this box of almost like selfishness, right? Like everything's about you. It's hard to think and to be compassionate and think about another person nowadays, let alone be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like it's so, they make it so difficult. And like with the dating apps around nowadays, like, I don't know, what's your opinion on that?
Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of dating. I mean, I've never experienced
one. Not dating, but the apps, right?
The apps,
dating, and why is that, right? Why?
I just think it's hookup culture.
Yeah.
I think there's only one thing and one thing only. I mean, there's a few exceptions, like one of our good friends just met on an app and got recently engaged, but
no, they actually hate each other, but no, I'm kidding. They're doing okay. There's good outcomes.
No, they're doing great, but yeah, there's good outcomes.
But in my opinion, the majority of what's happening on these dating apps is just, like you just said, hookup culture.
Like a hi and bye, I'm here for one thing and then I'll see you later.
Like, you guys, what's happening? What's going on? It's time to change. It's time to take back your self-respect. Like, why are we letting, like, we're just putting ourselves out there like that, like we're just like some disposable object.
No, exactly. Because we're not. We're more than that.
Absolutely. And like, we're here to help you change your perspective, change your belief about yourself, because it all starts with yourself. It all starts with that self-love and self-respect. Like, Amy, have you had a time where you know, you kind of were struggling with like your image. I sure as hell had this, and I was kind of pushing that out onto you in a way.
Yes, I feel like some days when I'm not feeling as confident as I should be, I'll push that on to him, or be in a mood or whatever, you know.
But you see what we did there? We were aware of that. We were conscious of that.
Yes,
We
absolutely.
communicated that. That is what's lacking nowadays, you guys, is the communication aspect.
Communication
It's
and
damn near
also
gone.
listening to each other.
Listen, yes.
Listening. So another thing that I want to bring up is kind of tying into that is listening and remembering. So just remembering, like, hey, like,
I'm terrible at this, by the way, but I do my best. Do your best.
do your best.
Keep doing your best.
Even if you don't fully understand it, like for me, I don't fully understand the ins and out of Adam's job every day. But there are certain things
Cybersecurity.
I know you have an important phone call today. I know you have an important meeting. Like, listen and remember.
You're really good at that.
Thank
yeah,
you.
you really,
Thank you.
you remember and you respect. We're gonna hit this home for you guys. This is unscripted. Let's leave with this, okay? You guys, by the way, you need to subscribe. You need to join our journey. We're in this together, okay? We're gonna show you exactly how to find and be in a prosperous relationship. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification icon whenever we post. You're gonna want to be here. But to hit it home for y'all, okay, is remember the little things and respect your partner.
Yes.
That's probably the biggest thing.
I would say so,
respect
too.
that you're going to be different from your partner. And it's okay.
Yeah.
So don't judge them. Like, one of the things she does well, she doesn't judge me for what I love to do and where I like to spend my time. For example, at the gym.
Yeah.
I'm always in the gym. I need to be active. It's a part of me. When I finish work for the day, I'm out at the gym, and she doesn't judge me for that.
I'm a pretty active person too. I go to the gym. I do my own Pilates and things like that. But that's a foundation in our relationship. But at first, it wasn't. You know, it was something that I had to get used to. But that is a huge part of him and what he loves most. And I was like, that is something.
She respects that.
Yeah, I can't touch it. I mean, not that I can't touch it, but that I respect. That I know that he loves that, and that's okay.
We respect each other's habits, well, not necessarily habits, but like we respect each other's hobbies. And how we like to spend our own time. That is what society lacks nowadays, is respecting that you're different than your partner.
Yes.
You're not going to want to do the same things all the time,
No.
at the same time, in the same place. And like, don't judge yourselves for it.
Yeah.
Don't judge yourselves for it.
But I will say, at times, let's say you do not want to do something, and your partner really wants to do that certain thing with you, like either go to the gym together, have a workout together, or run to the store, you should do it. Just do it, because that quality time, you know, you're not going to get that time back, and unless you're like busy, have something going on, but you know, do it. Do that. That's another thing that will keep that spark going, is just quality time, and always just being there for each other. Like those little things, like, hey, you want to go to the store together? You know, like, I'm pretty tired and have, you know, the greatest day. Like, I'll be like, you know what? Do it. Go, because he'll always make me feel better.
Yeah.
And yeah, just seeing each other.
Be there for each other. You know, keep that spark. The way, you know, it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows and daisies and flowers. Like, there is going to be hard times, hard days.
And that's okay, and that's normal.
It's okay, but you need to understand that that's the case. You need to understand, and like, you know this. We live in a society now of instant gratification.
Yeah.
Their dopamine's out of whack. They're all about instant gratification. They don't understand that not every day is going to be perfect. So understand this, respect this, be very conscious of your feelings, of your partner's feelings, and don't be afraid to show it.
Yeah,
You guys,
absolutely.
you're in the right place. One love.